comprehensive primary school, meeting these great youths and great students, learning more on rabbit farming as a way to help them fight the impact of climate change, produce organic manure while increasing their household income. Stay tuned as you're going to learn more what is going to teach us more on rabbit farming and what you need to do to make it very successful.
My name is urine, a Foy Club member from Kenya Comprehensive School, and today I'll be teaching you about rabbit farming. Rabbit farming is a part of the great curriculum which learners are meant to go ahead and rear small domestic animals. The rabbits, they are one of the best ones you choose for the following reasons. The first one is security, because you won't find regular people going around stealing rabbits. But if you choose chicken or even some small things like small goats, it would be easy for people to come in and steal them. But for rabbits, people don't like stealing them that much. That's why they are good. Another reason is that for the rabbits, they're easy to manage. As you can see, for the food we provide them, we usually do not go around buying expensive feeds from the agrovets or anywhere else, because the rabbits mainly they usually feed on green, healthy matter. So most of the families around there, you can bring the rabbits and they'll eat it very well. Another thing is that for the rabbits, they usually produce the food in a quick cycle. Like the wheat and meat from the farm, we usually come in, they feed them, and then they provide us with some manure which we use to apply on our crops. The manure is behind there, you'll see it later. And then why rabbits are a very good choice for you to rear them is that for the management and the protecting the hatches, it's very easy. For us, as you can see, we decided to use locally available materials. We didn't go out to the expensive carpenters to buy some different sheds. For us, we chose to use some of these offcuts, which they were around the school. There was a timber mill on the side. They were just being thrown around and they weren't being used. So as a club, we came together and chose to use these offcuts to construct it. Another thing is the iron sheet. For us, the school, we were constructing some new classes for the JSS, which we're currently inside. So, for the things which were left behind, we decided to use them to construct our rabbit hatch instead of just wasting them and throwing them elsewhere. Another thing that makes our hatch different from other ones is that we decided to include different extra facilities. Like for example, where the rabbits stay, we decided to put wire mesh instead of just regular planks, because whenever they urinate or whenever they release their waste, it will go onto the iron sheet, and then we will be able to collect it. As you can see this pipe, an example. Whenever we put the rabbits into their hatches and they urinate, the urine comes down these iron sheets and goes through this pipe, and then it's collected in that bucket there. So after that, we usually take it, we put it in some bottles and then we ferment it. For the rabbit urine, it has very many uses, but mostly we use it for 3 things. Number 1, it's a pesticide. Most of the pests you see around, whenever you put in the rabbit urine, they usually live quickly. I have a sample here for you to see. Another example is this one. For this, regularly you just take it and put it in your farm, but that way it will be too strong. So for us, we just suggest after collecting your rabbit urine, go and put it in some area and let it ferment. The longer it ferments, the better it is for you. I'm sure if I open this, some of you will feel like running away. So that's one of the things which the rabbit urine helps. The second thing that makes it good is that it can act as a foliar. So most of our vegetables, our spinach and kale, usually you think that we use a lot of chemicals to make it healthy and to produce high yield. But for us, we only use this rabbit urine and some other concoctions, which we will show you later. So the third reason why you should use rabbit urine is that it also acts like a very good manure. So when you spray your vegetables, if some of it happens to go on the soil, you don't have to worry about it killing microorganisms or destroying other beneficial insects. So whenever you spray on your crops, they'll become big, so it's a foliar. Number 2, they'll kill the pests, which can usually harm them, which aids in increasing your yield, quality and quantity. And lastly, it can also act as a manure. So if you just you get this in the irrigation system, it will make your produce very well. So if you mix this with some sprinklers, it can really ease your work and save you a lot of labor. Okay, then another thing about our rabbits you're supposed to understand is that they reproduce very quickly. Like its gestation only takes about 28 to 30 days. So in just that short period of pregnancy, the dose, I think it's called a dose, the dose usually give birth. For us, we realized that if we decide to put the pregnant dose into the cages, whenever they give birth, usually the young ones used to get eaten by them. So the best way I suggest is that you should leave the dose to the ground, in order to keep them protected against the other males who might want to hurt it. So in turn, they usually dig holes where they go and dig birth. Behind it, you some hole you'll see if you go to the back and find it. Okay, then another note why rabbits are a very good thing to write is that they have very lot of meat. Compared to a chicken, these rabbits can produce way more meat with less input. Like I said, you don't have to worry about giving them some expensive feeds or other things like that. Just the regular meats, you can eat them and they'll grow very big. Those are also the reasons to why you should keep rabbits, but there are a few challenges. But the lucky thing is that it's easy to manage them with using some natural methods. Like for example, there's a disease called mange. Actually attacks rabbits a lot. But the upside is that the vaccine or cure you can give them, it's easy to obtain. So that's why if your rabbits get attacked, I suggest you visit a quality breeder to give you the required injections to help them. Well, those are the things I've covered about rabbits. The other thing I was supposed to say is that they are very good agricultural products because they produce a lot of meat. They can produce you with some manure at the same time with some urine, and also they're easy to manage. But our teacher told us with the rabbit farming, the meat is the byproduct. What you're receiving from it is the urine and the manure. Because when you put rabbit manure in your crops, they grow like you give them steroids. They grow very quickly. So that's why in our farm, if you plant today and use some rabbit urine and everything else, the crops come out very quickly. We chose to look for something which made us different from others. That's one of the reasons, because if you go for something that everyone has, you lack market. Like these rabbits, if a student in school wants to have some, they can just quickly purchase it. The second reason is that they were not expensive. We just went to some learners who had them, we bought them, they came here and then they multiplied. Like I said, they reproduce very quickly. So those are the main reasons, and also they are easy to manage. Those are the main reasons why we chose rabbits with other animals. The first rabbits received them from some learners. So in turn, when some learners saw that the rabbits were doing well, most of the learners went home and decided to make their own hatches. Because they don't take up much space and you can keep many rabbits there. So to answer your question, yes, most of the learners decided to adopt rabbit farming inside their homes.
I hope that our little brother has taught us. And youths and students are change makers. The Buchenya School is making change. Please stay tuned. Thank you.